Your baby has never said I love you. They won't say it for another year, maybe 2. And yet, every single day from the moment they arrived, they have been saying it. Not in words, in something older than words, in the way their breathing slows when they hear your voice, in the way their body relaxes the instant you pick them up, in the way they turn their head every time toward you, across a crowded room in a noisy house, in the dark. Most parents feel this. They sense it somewhere quiet. But because babies can't say it directly, most parents also second-guess it. They wonder if the attachment is real. They wonder if they're imagining the connection. They wonder, especially in the hard, sleepless, relentless early months, whether their baby actually knows them at all. They do. And the science of infant development has spent the last 40 years documenting exactly how they show it. In behaviors so ordinary, so woven into the daily texture of early parenthood, that most parents look right past them. This video is about those behaviors. What they are, what they mean, and what they tell us about one of the most profound things happening in your home right now. To understand how babies communicate attachment, you have to understand something about how the infant brain develops. A newborn arrives with a brain that is roughly 25% of its adult size. The regions responsible for language, Broca's area, Wernicke's area, the neural architecture of words, won't be online in any meaningful way for the better part of 2 years. But the limbic system, the brain's emotional center, is largely functional from birth, and it is exquisitely, almost overwhelmingly, socially. From day one, your baby's brain is doing one thing above all others, learning who you are. It is cataloging the specific frequency of your voice, the particular smell of your skin, the rhythm of your heartbeat, which it already knew from inside, the precise way your arms position when they hold it, the pattern of your face, the distance between your eyes, the curve of your mouth, which it will recognize and prefer above all other faces within days of birth. Dr. John Bowlby, whose attachment theory forms the backbone of everything we now understand about early development, described this as the infant's primary biological mission to identify and bond to a specific caregiver, not any caregiver, you. And once that bond begins to form, which happens faster than almost any parent expects, the baby starts communicating it. Constantly, in every interaction. The problem is that the language of infant attachment doesn't look like love as adults understand it. It doesn't come with declarations or gestures or the vocabulary we associate with connection. It looks like behavior, and behavior without context is easy to misread. Let's go through them, not as a checklist, but as a translation, because every one of these behaviors has a meaning that goes deeper than what it looks like on the surface. The first sign, they calm for you faster than anyone else. Every parent has had this experience and not fully understood what it means. Your baby is crying, someone else is holding them, a grandparent, a friend, even another caregiver. The crying continues. You take them. Within seconds, sometimes within moments, the crying stops or dramatically reduces. This is not coincidence, and it is not simply familiarity. What's happening is a neurological response. Your baby's stress hormone, cortisol, drops measurably faster in your presence than in the presence of anyone else. Their heart rate slows, their breathing settles. Their nervous system, which was dysregulated, co-regulates with yours. This is the biology of attachment made visible. They are not just calming because you're warm or because you're holding them. They are calming because you specifically are the person their nervous system has learned to trust. When your baby stops crying faster for you than for anyone else in the room, that is love, expressed in the only language the infant brain has. The second sign, they study your face when nothing else is happening. This one is easy to overlook because it happens in the quiet moments. Not during play, not during feeding, but in the in-between times when nothing in particular is happening. Your baby is looking at you, not at the ceiling, not at the light, at your face specifically, with a concentration and intentionality that looks, frankly, adult. What they are doing is called social referencing, a process documented extensively by developmental psychologist Edward Tronick. The baby is reading you. They are learning the map of your emotional state through your facial expressions, storing it and using it to understand how to respond to the world around them. When your face is calm and available, they are calm. When your face shows delight, they show delight back. A phenomenon called mirroring that is one of the earliest foundations of emotional connection. But there's something more here too. The intensity of that gaze is, in itself, a form of preference. Babies look at the faces that matter to them. They look at them the way we look at someone we love. Trying to memorize them, trying to understand them, drawing something essential from being seen. Your baby studying your face in a quiet moment is not random. It is the closest thing to I love you that a 3-month-old has. The third sign, they reach for you before they can reach for anything else. Around 4 to 5 months, something remarkable happens. The motor system develops enough for intentional reaching. And the very first intentional reaching most babies do, before they reach for toys, before they reach for objects, is toward a face, your face. This is not instinct in the generic sense. Babies don't reach toward all faces equally. They reach preferentially toward the face they know, the one they've been studying since day one. Watch for this. It's easy to miss because it looks like a random arm movement, but the directionality is real and the preference is real. When your baby extends their arms toward you before you've picked them up, that is an intentional act of connection. They are asking to be closer to you specifically. The fourth sign, they check back for you in new situations. This one begins around 8 to 10 months and continues for years. Though the form it takes changes, your baby starts to move away from you, crawling towards something interesting, reaching the edge of a room, and then they stop. They look back, they find your face, they check your expression, hold it for a moment, and then decide whether to continue. Developmental psychologists call this social referencing, but what's happening emotionally is even more specific. Your baby is using you as a safe base. The term belongs to Mary Ainsworth, whose landmark strange situation studies in the 1970s established the foundational understanding of secure attachment. A securely attached infant explores the world confidently, but only because they know where home is. They venture out and they check back in. Venture out, check back in. That checking back is not timidity. It is not clinginess. It is the healthiest possible sign of attachment, evidence that your baby has internalized you as a safe place to return to, which gives them the security to go anywhere. Every time your baby looks back to find your face, they're locating themselves in relation to the person they love most. The fifth sign, they save their biggest responses for you. You've probably noticed this. Other people can make your baby smile, can make them laugh, can get a response. But when you appear, especially after an absence, even a short one, the response is different. Bigger, more total, the whole body involved. The arms flapping, the legs kicking, the expression that can only be described as joy unconstrained by any social filter. This is what researchers call preferential social response, and it is one of the most robust indicators of primary attachment in the developmental literature. What makes it particularly striking is that it emerges very early, as early as 6 to 8 weeks in many babies, before most parents expect any real social responsiveness at all. That first enormous smile directed specifically at you is not a reflex, and it is not gas. It is recognition. And in a being who has no other way to say it, recognition is love. The sixth sign, they mirror your emotions before they understand them. In the 1970s, Andrew Meltzoff demonstrated something that stunned the developmental psychology community. Newborns, hours-old newborns, could imitate facial expressions. Stick out your tongue at a newborn and they will stick out their tongue back. This was not supposed to be possible. The level of motor coordination, body awareness, and social intentionality it implied was considered far beyond the newborn's developmental capacity. But it is there, and it is the earliest expression of something that will define human connection for the rest of their life, the impulse to match the emotional state of the person they love, When your baby mirrors your smile, they are not performing. They are participating, they are joining you in an emotional state they can feel but not yet name in the only way available to them. This mirroring is the seed of empathy, and it begins with you, because you are the face they have decided is worth mirroring. The seventh sign. They settle their breathing to match yours. This is the one that is almost entirely invisible unless you know to look for it. Hold a sleeping baby against your chest. Wait a minute or two. Then notice their breathing. In many cases, especially with a caregiver the baby is deeply attached to, the baby's breathing will slowly synchronize with the caregiver's. The inhale, the exhale, the rhythm, gradually aligning. This is called physiological synchrony, and researchers at Princeton and Bar-Ilan University have documented it extensively. When a caregiver and infant are in close physical contact, their heart rates, breathing patterns, and even brainwave activity move toward alignment. The baby is not doing this consciously, their nervous system is doing it automatically, because the body of their primary attachment figure has become, at a neurological level, a regulating environment. They breathe with you because being with you is, to their nervous system, the definition of safe. Most parents, when they hear all of this, feel two things almost simultaneously. The first is wonder, because the depth and specificity of what the infant brain is doing, the cataloging, the preferring, the mirroring, the synchronizing, is genuinely astonishing. This is not a passive, unformed creature waiting to develop. This is an intensely social being, fully engaged in the project of connecting with you from the very first days. The second thing parents feel, particularly parents who are in the hard middle of early parenthood, is something closer to relief. Because early parenthood is relentless in a way that is difficult to describe to anyone who hasn't lived it. The sleep deprivation, the feeding cycles, the absence of clear feedback, the sheer endurance of it without being able to tell from moment to moment whether any of it is landing. What the developmental research tells us, unambiguously, is that it is landing. Every feed, every hold, every night waking, where you showed up when the crying started, your baby registered all of it, filed it, used it to build the neural architecture of trust. Dr. Daniel Siegel, whose work on interpersonal neurobiology has shaped much of how we understand early relationships, describes this as the brain's most fundamental learning, the experience of being known by another mind. Your baby is learning that their signals produce a response, that when they reach, someone comes, that the world at its most essential level is a place where their needs are seen and met. That learning is not separate from who they become. It is the foundation of it to be seen. Here's the part that matters most for parents who are watching this in a hard moment. The research on secure attachment is sometimes heard as pressure, as a list of things you must do correctly, consistently, perfectly for your child to be okay. That is not what it says. What the research actually shows is something called the good enough parent, a concept introduced by pediatrician and psychologist Donald Winnicott. Secure attachment does not require perfect responsiveness. It requires sufficient responsiveness. It requires that most of the time when your baby signals, someone shows up. Studies suggest that even the most attuned parents respond accurately to their baby's signals about 30% of the time. The other 70% involves misreads, missed cues, moments where the response was slightly off. What matters developmentally is not the misread, it's the repair, the coming back, the trying again. Your baby is not building attachment from your perfect moments. They're building it from your consistent presence. From the accumulated evidence gathered across thousands of ordinary interactions that you are here. Every one of the signs in this video is evidence that they already know you are. Before they had words, before they had the motor skills to reach for you, before they could say your name or understand their own feelings, they knew you. They knew the specific weight of your arms, the particular frequency of your voice, the smell and rhythm and warmth of you that is different from every other person in the world, and they chose to synchronize with it, to mirror it, to comment it, to reach toward it before they could reach toward anything. That is not nothing. That is everything. If this found you in a moment where you needed to hear it, share it with a new parent who might need it too. The early months are long. Sometimes you need someone to tell you what's actually happening in the quiet moments. New video next week. We'll see you then.